I want to show you the whole process of converting into whatever base you want from base 10 with base blocks. I'm going to start with just a random quantity of base blocks. I don't know how many are here, just an amount that I pulled out. And what if I want to change them into or count them in base 6? I could figure out what they are in base 10, but I'm not going to. I'm just going ahead and counting them in base 6. The concept of dividing by 6 is going to count the number of groups of 6 that I have. So I'm going to start pulling out groups of 6. So there's a group. And I'm just going to pull out as many as, or all of them, not as many as I can, but all of them. And I'm just counting these in base 6, but I'm actually not going to get a value until I'm done with all of my sorting. Pulling out groups of 6, and whatever this quantity is in base 10, this is just putting it into groups of 6. Working my way through here. Starting to get tidy. Again, I'm taking whatever this quantity is and I'm dividing by 6. And that's counting the number of groups of 6 that I have. And so now I have these 4 singles left. They're not a group of 6. So what I see is whatever that quantity is in base 10, I have, when I divide by 6, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 groups of 6 with a remainder of 4. So dividing that quantity by 6 gives me 14, remainder 4. And that tells me how many singles I have. That remainder of 4 says I have 4 singles that cannot be put into another group of 6. So now we know what the ones place is in our base 6 number. The next thing we need to do is divide this group, this compilation of 6s, we need to divide by 6. We need to know how many groups of 6 6s there are. So I'll just kind of push them off to the side. There's one group of 6, and here's another group of 6, and I have 2 groups of 6 left over that I can't put into a bigger group of 6. So when I divided that group of 14 by 6, I got 2, remainder 2. And when I was dividing that group of 14 by 6, what I was determining was how many groups of 6 squared, this is 6 times 6, 6 squared, how many groups of 6 squared were in that 14? And we see we had 2 groups of 6 squared and 1 or 2 groups that were not 6 squared but still 6, and we still have our 4 singles. Now, the way that I sorted them here under the camera, we really have to read the digits from right to left to write them down. We have 2 groups of weight 6 squared. So the place value is 6 squared. We have 2 groups of weight 6 to the first, and we have 4 groups of weight 6 to the 0. So this quantity, whatever it was in base 10, in base 6 is read 2, 2, 4. 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4.